this thing on? Is it on? Cool. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. But the way you are living life right now, the way you are going about life right now, it is you versus men versus your potential. Because you have been in this constant loop of wanting to be successful, of wanting to have all the money, of wanting to have all the bags and the jewelry and the cars and the yachts and the blah, blah, blah. But you're still talking to that dusty ex. You're still entertaining men that won't give you that life. And not only are you entertaining men that won't give you that life, but you're not entertaining the life or the things that you can do that will give you that life. You're entertaining the wrong things, sweetie. It is you versus men versus your potential. And whether you see it or not, whether you want to hear it or not, but you have constantly been going through life saying, oh, I want a man, I want a man, I want a man. Oh, I need a man, I need a man, I need a man. You neither want nor need one. You neither want nor need one. Now, I'm not saying that men are terrible. I love men. All power to the people, you know what I mean? But like, it's getting to a point where women are trying to go through life depending on a man, and mind you, it is a man that cannot give them anything. And if that's one of you, I'm so sorry. If that is you, I'm sorry. Because you watching this video right now already shows that you already know what you are doing. You have identified the fact that you are putting yourself aside, your dreams aside, and entertaining a man that won't give you anything. So you've already identified that. Power to you. Power to you, genuinely. Because the first step is always to identify what it is you're doing and how to change it. Let me tell you how to change it. Get rid of those dusty, crusty, musty men out of your contacts. Block them, delete them off of everything, and start logging in. And I feel like the people that I'm talking to right now, they already know their plan. They know the plan. They know how to get from point A to point B and point B to Z real fast. They know how to get there. They know the hustle. They know the grind. But y'all are so afraid to do it because of what? In this life, have money. Have money. In this life, have money. Don't go around broke. Don't go around asking people for money. Don't go around thinking that because you don't have money, you are useless, because you aren't. But don't think that, oh, well, this person has money, so I'm gonna leech onto them. Or this person doesn't have money, I'm gonna leech onto them so we can trauma bond. Excuse me? No. 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 What it is the fact that you know where you are starting right here. This is step one right here. You watching this video right now is step one. But this video isn't for everybody. This video isn't for everybody. This video is for that group of people, that 1% of people that are trying every single day to become better. But this is also for those people that feel as though they don't need to move, that they are fine where they are, and that's fine. That's fine. Stay there. Be comfortable. Be comfortable. But in order to feel more comfortable, in order to go somewhere you have never been, you have to do something you have never done. In order to get to another level of comfortability, you have to become uncomfortable. You have to get used to being uncomfortable. You have to get used to voicing your opinions, voicing your wants. You have to get used to having an ego. Oh, and I don't know, but like the way things are going around the world right now, kind of scary. But the word ego or egotistical or even alter ego has changed. The definition has changed, because it's like, okay, before, having an ego meant like, ooh, like, I know I can do no wrong. I know I am the best. I know I'm this. I can't do no wrong. I'm so amazing. Like, Anybody who says anything is like so weird, like blah blah blah. That's what that ego was. Now that's narcissistic. Don't be narcissistic. Don't be a narcissist in general. Okay? But having an ego now, even though feeling like having an ego is such a bad thing, feeling like having an ego can be so like, well, you're egotistical. Have one. Have an ego. Have the biggest ego, if anything. Because now having an ego is voicing your opinions, voicing your wants, and not being afraid to do so. If you are in a position where you can offer some type of value to anything, speak it. Say it. Voice it. Act on it. Do that. And because you're gonna think like, oh well, I don't want to say this or do this because I'm kind of scared, like people are gonna think I have an ego, people are gonna think, oh, people are gonna think so bad about me and blah blah blah. Oh well. Because I don't know about you, but I know about me. And me, I am not put on this life to worry about what other people think about me. I am not put on this here earth to care what people are saying, thinking, or acting around me. I do not care. I do not care. I don't. Life is always going to continue moving, regardless of if I care if they like me, or if they are going to like me, or what they think about me, or how they're speaking about me in other places. If I'm not in those places and they're speaking about me, I take that as a compliment. Every single day, I am working harder. I am working better. I am doing more to become a better version of myself every day. The only pressure I feel is becoming the woman that I want to become. And that's not even pressure. It's not even pressure, because it's easy. It's easy to wake up and know that I'm going to do better than I was yesterday. It's easy to know that right here in this moment, I'm doing better than I was 2 years ago. I'm doing much better than I was 2 years ago. And that right there is already easy. What's hard is starting. That's hard, which is, mind you, the place where people start to diss, because it's like, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go. Like, who do I talk to? Like, where do I blah, blah, blah. Like, I have to wait until I'm ready. No. Starting makes you ready. Starting gets you ready. And when you start, you'll feel better. Oh, I have to wait until I feel better. No. Starting makes you feel better. When you start grinding and hustling and that money goes into your bank account, it's starting to make you feel better. Because it's like, oh, all of this is actually working. And mind you, working, quote unquote, working. Because we, as humans, and it's something so easy, as humans, we are always trying to find the thing that brings the fastest results. How many times in your life, how have you ever said, how to make money fast? Fast ways to make money online. Keyword here is fast. Keyword here is online. Now, online, you can make a ton of money now. Oh, you can make a bag. You can make a bag without even having to leave your bed. But do you know how much work goes into cultivating that bag? See, and that's where it cuts you off, right? That's where it turns you off. The fact that it brings work. The fact that it's working. The fact that it's moving. The fact that you have to actually get out of your bed one day and do the stuff that you have been putting aside. And what? And what? We got people working 9 to 5s every day. We got people working in factories every day. We got people working in offices every day. They're doing what they have to do. And a lot of people say, you can make money off social media, you can make money online and blah, 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 but keep your 9 to 5 just in case. Keep your 9 to 5 just in case. Go to college just in case. No. If you know financially, if you know finances, if you know probability, if you know social media, if you know psychology, if you know anything, baby, if you know anything, if you know business, you can make money. You can make enough to pay off your kids' college tuition, the kids' college tuition, and the kids' after that. But let me tell you something right now. Why is it, let me ask you this actually, why is it that you, someone who has the brains, someone who has the smarts, someone who has the body, even if you don't believe you do, somebody who has the looks, somebody who has the space, somebody who has the phone, somebody who has the camera, somebody who has all the things that everybody else had to get started. Why is it that you can't have what everybody else has? I'll tell you why. Because it is that simple movement, that simple act of going back to people who don't deserve you, going back to habits that don't serve you, going back to things, places, events, and anywhere else that takes out your energy, that when you come back home, you have no energy to do anything. Therefore, when you come back home, you are not putting energy into yourself. You're not putting energy into your brand. You're not putting energy into your bank account. You're not putting energy into anything because you've already given your energy away to other people, places, and events. That's why. That's why. You've been entertaining that same ex every day, all day, any day, every day, 24/7. And it has not done you anything. But why? Because he feels comfortable. Because he feels familiar. But you know what could feel familiar? A Rolls Royce with pink leather seats. Yep, that can feel familiar. But you're entertaining dusty people. People who are going around driving a Honda Accord from 2007. Excuse me? But I could be driving the latest Rolls Royce right now with pink leather seats. I could be driving that, but I'm sticking with you for some comfortability because I know that going from you to my Rolls Royce causes work. It sure does. It sure does. It causes work. Emotional work, spiritual work, physical work, financial work. It causes you to have to go out of your comfort zone and learn and work and do the things that you have been pushing off because you feel comfortable. And the only reason I can say this to you is because I've done the same thing. The only reason I can come up to you right now and say all this is because I've been through the same thing. I've stuck with my ex for almost 3 years before I decided that, hey, this is too much. This is too much. And every time, because he comes back and he feels so familiar, I go back because that's what I'm familiar with. I know I deserve more in this life. The fact that I can think I deserve more in this life, the fact that I have a vision already tells me that, okay, this ain't it. This whatever we got going on together ain't it. It ain't fueling that vision, because when I see the vision and I see me living that life, you aren't there. You aren't there. That means I know that at some point I got rid of you. And if getting rid of you means that I get there, bye-bye. Right now. Leave right now. I went back to him multiple times, but every time my friends would be like saying, like, y'all need to get away, like, y'all need to stop, y'all need to break up right now. Like, I wouldn't listen because he felt comfortable. And then not only that, but he also was somebody I would never date. Me now, oh no, please get away from me. He was the barest of minimums. It's not even that. He felt as though he was lazy. And one thing about me, I hate lazy people. He was lazy. He had no goals or ambitions, and anything that he did have, any kind of goal or ambition that he did have, he completely disregarded it. He did no work for it, so he got nowhere. Living paycheck to paycheck, and any paycheck that he did have, he spent it on bullshit. Exactly. Again, not a person I would want to be around. At least not me now. Me now? Mm-mm. I am okay being single. I am okay being by my lonesome. I am okay protecting, providing, supporting, and feeling my own. Because the people that I surround myself with are people that have like-minded goals and dreams, like-minded visions, and have the same work ethic that I do. But you still hang around all those same dusty people. Them people who ain't got, that ain't got nothing. You still hang around those people because you feel as though being comfortable gets you places. You feel as though being comfortable will get you where you want to be, even if you don't know where you want to be. If you don't know where you want to be, you still are hoping for the next best thing. You're living day to day hoping that something big comes. And then the thing is, you're over here sitting down trying to manifest, okay, I want $1 million. I want the big house mansion. I want a Rolls Royce of pink seats. I want the rich husband and blah, blah, blah. But you're still clamping onto 2 pennies. You're still holding on to 2 pennies. You're still holding on to money, having an emotional attachment to money as if it won't be able to come back. Money is always circulating. The US is like 300 something trillion dollars in debt to itself. To itself. We are in debt to ourselves. How sad is that? How sad is that? Quite genuinely. So we held this emotional attachment to money because we have been taught that money doesn't come easy. But we have yet to change our mindset around it. The fact that money is actually a frequency, an energy that we can get on. Money does not have to come from some reasonable place. It doesn't have to come from a paycheck from your job. It doesn't have to come from some family member sending you money. It can be just there. It could just pop up in your bank account right now from absolutely nowhere. But you are so busy in the mindset that you need other people, you need to feel comfortable, money is hard to get, and blah, blah, blah. I promise you, Elon Musk didn't make all that money working. He didn't. He didn't. Because there's no amount of work that's going to get you that much money unless you are operating and working from a frequency of money. It is you versus men or mindset, fill that with however you feel, versus your potential. You never go to your potential. You never go and fight that battle versus you and your potential, because going towards the battle of you versus men is more comfortable. It's easier. You versus your potential looks a little too hard. It looks like it's gonna hurt. It looks like it's going to actually put you through emotional distress, because it will. It will. I'm not even gonna fool around. I'm not even gonna kid you. It will. It will put you in emotional distress. But on the other side of that, though, on the other side of that battle, there is things that you have never been able to witness. The yacht rides in the middle of Miami, random trips to Dubai, driving a Rolls Royce just because, having a chauffeur, like all these things, all these riches. And not only that, but you get spiritual and emotional fulfillment, because not only have you put in the work to get here financially, to sit here and say I am standing in my power financially, but also because you are saying I did that by myself without the help of a man. And I did it all with my faith, with my actions, and finally admitting that I can be alone. So have you admitted that you can be alone? Have you admitted to yourself that you can be alone? Have you said that it is okay for me to be alone? I'm not lonely, I am just alone. In this room, I am alone. I am not lonely, but I'm alone. And there will be a time when you are going through the battle of you and your potential where you will feel lonely. But you build, 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 silence, build. Take, give, build. Lose, build. Idea flop, build. Losing friends, losing family, build. You're in debt, build. People aren't taking you seriously. There's radio silence. Everybody's laughing at you. Everybody's talking about what? This isn't gonna work. Build, build, build. Silence, 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 breakthrough. That is how it works. That is how it works. You will go through trials and error. You will go through trials and tribulations. You will go through everything in the book. But you keep building. You keep moving. It is you versus mindset, men, heartbreak versus potential. It is the dream and the reality. They can be both. But for some reason you chose to decide to separate them. I don't know why, but you did. All right, y'all. I love you, babes. Go make millions.